Like, oh, where have you been all my life? That's what I feel right now. Hey everyone, welcome to Flight Me Bro, a channel sponsored by Blind Flyte. I'm your host Damian, and I'm super excited to tell you everything that we have going on for this channel. This channel, we're going to be doing a lot of blind testing of different types of beers. Beers that I've never had, and beers that I've had before, but could be used as a good comparison. Now, this episode is going to be all about IPAs, which is my favorite type of beer. But we have more for you guys. We have so much more content for you guys. A featured episode in the future is going to be the Mexican standoff, where we put the original Mexican style lager against the local hipster craft brewers and see who does it best. But before I get into this episode, I want to put you in a place to understand why we're doing this. I want to put you maybe 5-10 years ago, going into a bar, hanging out with your friends, ordering a beer. The decision's pretty simple. You order not that many beers on option, so you order what the bartender tells you is the best right now. That's fine, simple. But now, get to today. Today, you go to a bar and you get a Cheesecake Factory menu that's about this thick, and you're just wanting to know what's on draft. Now, not only that, the decisions are just so hard at this point because you want to have a good time and a good beer. But now, you get put with these funky names like Battlestar Galactica 5000. Sounds amazing. Why not order it? So you order it. You order that beer. And that beer comes to you. You try it, and guess what? You don't like it. Big news. But you're not that guy. You're not a Karen that's going to say, I don't like my beer. Can I please have a refund? That's not you. That's not you. You drink that beer because you're a warrior. You've already ordered it. That's what we're going against, guys. We're going against the marketing, the labels, the funky names of the beers. We're going to take that all aside and then just focus on what's important. The flavors, the aromas, what makes a beer good. So that's what we're going to be doing in this channel, and that's what Blind Flyte's all about. Now, I won't go into what Blind Flyte is, but if you want to take a gander, feel free to go to blindflyte.com or blindtap.com. Now, for today's episode, we're going to be testing 4 different types of IPAs. The first one is on the Maine Beer Company. So this is a really good company that makes really good beer. It's one of those like eco-friendly breweries, which is really good. And it's a good now phase for a lot of breweries out in the market today. I've actually never had the lunch IPA, so this is going to be really good. I've had the spring one, very good, but this is a new one for me. Another new one for me is the Austin Beer Works Blood Orange IPA. So this one, I'm very excited. It's a seasonal citrus IPA, something that I try every now and then. We're going to see. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of Austin Beer Works, but I am a big fan of Blood Orange. So maybe it's going to be good. Who knows? The other one that I'm going to try, and this one I've actually had in the past. This one's the Hot Rod of the Future, and I was you. I was the one that fell for that funky name, but before it was called Hot Rod of the Future, it was called like Thunder, Cougar, Falcon, Bird, or something like that. Something crazy, and I fell for it. Thank God it was delicious. But they made a different beer, and by they I mean Eureka Heights. They made the same beer, but with different hops. And I haven't tried this one, but this is the Lightning Panther. So it's the same beer, different hops, and I really want to try and figure out what's the difference. So we're going to be blind testing all of these, and Jessica is going to be preparing the flight for me. So let's get it going. Flight me, bro. All right, there you have it, folks. We've got all the different beers here. Now, I don't know which one's which, but we're going to start with number 1 here. So let's give it a shot. Nice color for an IPA. Ooh, that's good. I feel like it's the citrusy piece that's giving that like bitter taste versus a hoppy note, but I really like it. But the bitterness is still there. And it may be overpowering the hoppiness. I'm gonna give this one a 7. All right. So number 1, I'm gonna give it a 7. All right, moving on to number 2. It's a little bit lighter. If you've noticed the difference in the color, this one's probably a little like hazier, a little darker. This one's a little lighter, so let's give this one a shot. Oh, that's refreshing. That's really refreshing. Like I'm at a beach, you know, having, you know, some ceviche, and I get this beer. That's good. It's an IPA. Typically you have ceviche with like a lager, but this IPA is so light, so crisp, and the hops are still there, which is so good. Oh man. Let me just go for it again. Oh yeah. That's so crisp. And the hoppiness is like very, very like subtle. It's not right in your face like hoppy. It kind of carries through, which is good. I really like this. I like this one better than number 1, and I'm gonna give this I want to say an 8. All right, let's go for this number 3 here. Oh, whoa. This one's so good. But I don't know what makes it good. Do you know what I mean? It's one of those experiences that just, you try it and you're like, oh, where have you been all my life? That's what I feel right now. I feel like I've had this before. Maybe, I don't know. It's so good. I'm just gonna chug the rest of it because it's so good. Oh. The hoppiness is there. It's obviously there. And it's strong, but not bitter, which is one of the things that IPAs can just instantly go bitter. So the hoppiness to bitterness meter, sometimes there's a gray zone, but sometimes it's hoppy and it's bitter in either extreme. This one is hoppy. The bitterness is absolutely not there. I love it. I mean, I'm not one to just, you know, I'm not like a 10 slut. I'm just going to give this, I'm going to do 9.5. Okay, I don't usually do fractional numbers here, but 9.5. Oh, this one's hazier. Look, well, there's no more of this to compare, but this one's hazy. Oh, I like hazy IPAs, but there was none in the list that was a hazy IPA. So, I don't know. We'll see. You can't really taste the hops on this one. You can tell it's an IPA, but you can't taste the hops. They're there. They're like, maybe I've been having too many of these that are very hop forward, that this one has, you know, it's been blinded. So I'm gonna give it another shot because I can taste the bitterness, but I can't taste the hops. And even at that, the bitterness is not that high. Okay, I'm starting to get a subtle hop note, which is really enjoyable. I want to compare it to number 2 here. Like that crisp subtleness that just takes you through kind of a nice day at the park. This is a nice day at the park. This one's like a nice day at the beach. That's the difference here. That's what that's the professionalism of these rating these beers that we're talking about. This is park, this is beach. And parks are good. I love parks. I'm gonna give this one. I'm gonna give this one an 8. All right. So, how did we do? Which one was the highest rated one? This one, right? Which one was this one?
That was Lunch, Maine Beer Company.
Oh man, that was so good. Oh, I guess I hadn't tried this before, but it was so good. Man, I could drink this all day. That was the Lunch. All right, what was number 1?
Blood Orange IPA with the
Blood
7.
Orange. Okay. That's good. That's good. I mean, I like it. I like it. It wasn't the best. Like I said, Austin Beer Works is a little funky, but I really liked it. Not gonna complain. And number 2?
Hot Rod of the Future.
Hot Rod of the Future? What? So you're telling me that I liked Lightning Panther more than Hot Rod of the Future?
Well, technically they were both tied.
Oh, they were tied. Okay. Well, it's the same beer, guys. Of course they're tied. Eureka Heights, you've done it again. This was like a beach. This was like a park. It was the same beer with different hops. Who knew, guys? Who knew? Well, anyways, Maine Beer Company, sustainable brewing, eco-friendly, and not only that, but they make some really, really good beers. Thank you guys for following the channel. Subscribe if you haven't already, and let your friends know. Let your friends know of all the cool stuff that we've got going on, and share it with the rest of the world. Next couple episodes are going to be really fun, so you don't want to miss them. So thank you guys for listening, and see you later.